Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I am here with my week 9 of my Project Life album, and this is going to be a double page spread, so it's going to be both sides. This first side here actually goes really quickly because I have a lot of pictures. Only one card is not going to include pictures, so it goes pretty quick. And this week was the week that my father-in-law was in town, and so I have a ton of pictures from that. So on my title card here, I'm going to use these stickers, and these are really super old. I didn't write down the font. I can see it. Platforms, I think is what it's called. I have gray and I have black as well, but those, man, I've had those for so long. So I did week 9 in those. And then I'm also using these little letter stickers that I got from Katie Yeager. So I don't know, they came like that, so I'm not sure who, what the manufacturer is on those or not. But I'm going to do a card about that we had a snow day that week. And Kaylin was off of school and Josh was off of work, so we had a nice little lazy day at home. I did not have an O in those stickers, so I took an @ sign and just cut the A out from the middle and used kind of that swirly as an O. So I thought that looked kind of cool since I was talking about snow. So I am doing a snow day, and I don't have a Y either, but I think I'm going to take a Q and just cut off the top of it so it kind of looks like a Y. So a little MacGyver action going on here. So it looks close enough to a Y. And what else do I do? It's been a bit since I've done this one. I'm using a couple asterisks from those stickers on this card here. And yes, these are some Heidi Swapp silver glitter stickers, and I got those from Katie as well. And then I actually didn't realize, I was going through my stash recently, I had 2 other full packages of those same ones. I was like, oh my gosh. So the other 2 are going into my de-stash sale, which I'm going to have up soon. And so I'm going to go ahead and use the ones that Katie sent me. And then the other 2 I'm going to have in a little sale that I'm having soon. I'm not going to say too much about it, but it'll be coming up here soon. Anyway, there's Layla. You see her little head. I'm going to write on this here. I put the little arrow that says "has my heart" on Kaylin's picture down there. And that was from her birthday dinner. We went out and celebrated her birthday while her grandpa was in town. He left the day after that. So I put the little arrow that says "has my heart" on it. And in the center, I have 4 kind of ongoing pictures there. And that is Layla climbing on my father-in-law. Like, literally, she was sitting in his lap, and then she climbed up to his shoulders. And I mean, all day. She would do it all day if he would let her. So I got kind of funny progression pictures of that. So it's like she's starting in his lap, and then she's moving up, and then she's all the way up on his shoulders, and it was just funny. So I have these sticky keys from October Afternoon, these little letter stickers, and I'm kind of writing all across the pictures, and it's going to say Grandpop equals Jungle Gym. And I like the way that looks. So it's kind of like a progression across the page for the journaling there. And what else am I going to do? Pulling these out for something. Oh, I use them. Oh, I'm putting cuddle time on this picture of Annabelle, who is laying in my lap. And I'm actually going to do a layout with that picture soon too as well. I have another picture, I have another copy printed out to do a full-size layout of that one because I love it. And then I did XOXO, the Heidi Swapp, up in the corner there as well. And on here I'm going to write birthday dinner on a little piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to stick it right underneath there so that it stands out. If I wrote directly on the picture, it would kind of get lost because the picture's a little bit dark. But we went to Chili's, and we gave her gift, which was the second book of Anna and Elsa. They have chapter books now for kids that is a continuation of the movie. And they have 3 out now, and a 4th one's coming out in May. So we got her the first one just to see if she could read it and enjoy it, and she sped through that thing. She read it really well. So we got her the second one for her birthday, and then I pre-ordered the 3rd one as well. And so she's reading the 3rd one right now. And we already pre-ordered the 4th one. So I think there's going to be at least 6 coming out as what they've planned so far. And then I just journaled about that we had a snow day. And that was it. And so I'm going to work on the other side now. And this one is the week that we got into our car accident. And so I had saved some stuff from Lubbock because that's where we go. It's either Lubbock or Amarillo usually for airports around here. We don't have a local airport. So my father-in-law was leaving to go to my sister-in-law's house in Phoenix. So we were dropping him off at the airport, and then we were going to stay the night there that night because my husband was leaving the next morning to go to Montgomery for training. He just got back from that, but he was leaving the next morning anyway. So we're like, well, we'll just we'll have a night of it in Lubbock. It'll be fine. We stayed in a hotel and all that stuff. And then on the way to the airport, we got into the car accident. So it was really, really icy, and the highways were terrible. We were going 40 on the highway when it happened. So that's like, how slow we had to go. And so it was just a big drama. Like, we got into the accident, and then it turned out my father-in-law's flight was canceled anyway. So he stayed at the hotel with us, and then the next day, my husband's flight was canceled as well. It took him almost 2 days to get to Montgomery just because of all the cancellations. And it wasn't even out of Lubbock, it was out of Dallas, which was really weird. So I guess they were having weather or something. It was just kind of a crappy, craptastic weekend, I won't lie. And my car got totaled. I was still able to drive it. I drove it around until we bought our new one. I think I had a rental car for like maybe 3 days or so, and then we bought our new car. But yeah, it was not a fun weekend. I was really excited to go too, because I was like, yeah, well, we'll stay in the hotel and hang out in Lubbock and do all this stuff. And then we got into an accident and then stayed in the hotel because I was terrified of getting in the car again that day. So yeah, anyway, so that's why I have the SHIT Happens card there. And that's something I got, it's a printable. I printed it offline somehow. It might have been Pinterest, but it's been a while. So I put that in there, and then this right here that I'm working on is a coffee sleeve from the Hampton Inn, which is where we stayed, which was really, really nice. It was a really nice hotel. And they had, to-go coffee cups and stuff if you want to have coffee, and they constantly have coffee down in the lobby, so you can go down and get some anytime. And they had these really cool sleeves, so that was one of the sleeves. So I kept that, and that was an American Airlines thing, because that's where they were both flying off of. I have a Chuck E. Cheese picture down on the bottom because our hotel was right next to Chuck E. Cheese, like literally right next door. And so we went there for dinner just to kind of kill some time. We didn't want to drive anywhere. The roads were really bad anyway, so we really didn't want to drive anywhere. And so we spent a lot of time at Chuck E. Cheese just letting the girls play, and we had dinners there and stuff. And then I have a Chick-fil-A thing here because we ate Chick-fil-A the day before, like right before we got into our accident. We had lunch at Chick-fil-A, which is one of our favorites, and we don't have one here in town. So I took like one of their catering menus, and so I could cut out their logo. And this one I am journaling about our accident, and I have some clear stickers from Freckled Fawn, and on the top it says no, 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 and on the bottom it says nope. So that's pretty much how I felt about it. I was not very happy. And then also on the top there I have this is West Texas Lubbock that I had just picked up a brochure at the airport, so I stuck that up there on top of a piece of map pattern paper that came from my 6x6 pack there. A picture of my car, which is actually sitting in our driveway. I took that afterwards, after we had gotten home, but that's what the car looked like. and we got hit on both sides. So we were kind of sandwiched in between two cars from the side. So that was fun. And then this is an American Airlines tag. It came off my husband's suitcase. So I'm just going to cut that into a little banner and stick it there because he had to deal with the airlines as well. They did end up taking care of him, but it just took them a long time to get out, to get out of Lubbock. So, and I'm going to use some of these arrows here and just kind of scatter them around. I think I use all 3 of them. Yep. And I believe that's going to complete it. Kept it kind of simple, nothing too fancy schmancy. Here's some close-ups for you. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.